Hi, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Patricia Lavigne, and I am a personal coach. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my life and why hiring a coach is so important for personal growth. I was doomed from around the age of 4 when my parents separated. My mother abandoned me. I was raised by my father and a wicked stepmother who continued to abuse me physically, mentally, and emotionally. I was sexually abused by her uncle, and my father was an alcoholic. He had many demons in his life that he had to deal with. So I had to learn to survive at a very young age. Being raised as a child of divorced parents and living in a dysfunctional home only created a lot of emotional issues, like feeling abandoned, feeling alone, isolated, emotional issues, and feeling unloved. I struggled with past trauma, and it really affected me because I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I had a lot of difficulty with low self-esteem, no confidence in myself, feeling very vulnerable, being very shy, and struggling with relationships. I was always searching for someone to truly accept me and love me. I didn't have a role model or anyone to show me the way of life. I had to really learn everything by myself. And once I got older, one of the biggest challenges was dealing with trust and abandonment issues. It was about when I turned around 40, I realized I had to make some changes and I needed to start working on myself. I started by forgiving myself and for all the mistakes that I made and forgive the people who hurt me. I needed to let it go so I could move forward and make some positive changes. And in the process, I had a lot of emotional baggage, anger, and resentment that I had to work on. I started applying the changes and looking at life in a positive manner rather than a negative one. I started changing my mindset, and that really helped me look at life differently. I needed to understand what I was feeling and to know my own behavior and know what was acceptable and what wasn't. But life is a work in progress, isn't it? I don't want anyone to pity me or feel sorry for me, but rather look at the progress that I have done in my life and understand that you can work through it and feel free from the past. Looking back, I realized that life doesn't have to be so hard. If you find the right tools and learn how to solve your problems, it will help you have less stress. It can reduce your anxiety and it can find you peace and happiness. So if you really have some similar experiences and you dealt with a lot of insecurities or loneliness, you have maybe mental health issues, trauma, isolation, or more, I really recommend you reach out to me so I can help you find a way to escape from those problems. So if you're dealing with those life struggles or anger or feeling lost, I can be your sounding board. I can offer you tools you need to help you ease the process. I remember this article with two brothers, and one was a successful businessman and the other was an alcoholic. The man asked the businessman, "How did you become so successful?" And the businessman said, "I didn't want the life that my father had, so I put all my energy in my personal success." And the man asked the question to the alcoholic son, and he replied, "It was because of my father I became this way." I believe you choose your path in life. You are responsible to make the changes. Don't let your parents or the past stop you from being the best version of yourself. So having a coach by your side will create an easier process and it will help you work through all your issues a lot faster. And in order to accomplish those goals, you really have to make time for yourself and focus on the specific areas of your life that you need to make changes on. I am a product of that success. As of today, I own my home. I have a successful business. I have two great kids, and I became the best version of myself. I can say I talk the talk and walk the walk. There will always be obstacles that come your way, and you just have to learn how to handle each situation in order to become and have a better life. I'm definitely not a therapist or a counselor. I am a coach, and I offer my experiences, knowledge, and skills to help you deal with the process and get your life back on track. And I will be there to help you solve problems and create a vision of awareness, listen to all your concerns, and find a workable solution. I will also offer you a supportive and positive source of energy. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you. You don't have to do this alone. Getting help is not a weakness. It is a strength. So I truly encourage you to reach out today, start taking control of your life, and don't let life control you. You can go to my website and check out my tutorials if you want to hear about more successful stories. And I thank you for taking the time to listen. And I hope you are ready to make the first step to make positive changes in your life.